Right, well, good morning again and talo falava bikers. Today's track introduction is Mildenhall MX in sunny Suffolk. So Mildenhall is a good haul out to the east. I'm just northwest of London, so it's quite a ways east for me, but it's in Suffolk, closer apparently to Bury St Edmunds. Mildenhall MX. Okay, so what's Mildenhall about? So as a practice track, it's pretty much a permanent facility, so that gives it some significant advantages. So one of the big ones for me is that it operates quite regularly Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays, Sundays. And so for me anyway, that is good because obviously most of the midweek practice tracks operate Wednesday. Not all, I know there's maybe Apex and a few others that do other than Wednesdays, but Wednesday's the dominant day, so it gives me an option. My work is ad hoc, so I couldn't ride yesterday, Wednesday, but today I can. So it's got the advantage that it has Tuesdays and Thursdays. It's a sand track, so aside from giving you a chance to practice in the soft, it's pretty weather resilient and open most of the year round. Because they're often riding 3 or 4 days a week for most of the year, everything here is fairly much permanently set up. So there's permanent loo blocks, there's a little permanent tuck house cafe, burger type operation, and there's a sort of a parts operation set up in a container. So most things you could want here. So yeah, so that's about it really in terms of the basics. From there we'll head out once it gets started. It's just coming up to 10. It's I think 21st of June today, and summer's finally arrived, so it's going to be hot. So next you hear from me will be out on the track and having a look at it. Okay, ciao for now. Sorry, the other thing I forgot to mention about Mildenhall is very large RAF air base. It's occupied by the United States Air Force right next door, and if you're a plane spotter you get to see all sorts of interesting aircraft. Okay, so time for a couple of quiet laps just to have a look at the place. This won't be anything spectacular. The lightweight of this thing, which is fantastic in the woods, or the bushes we'd call it back in New Zealand, was great in the cross country. It makes for a much more what I'd call flighty ride. It's just loose and wobbles all over the place, which I find quite unnerving after mostly riding the 4-stroke for the last few years. I just don't have the aggression that you need to make a 2-stroke work really well. Whoops, into the murk there. Right, that's a wrap. So in case you haven't figured it out, the irritating squeaking when I'm walking around is these bloomin' boots, these plastic stabilizer things in there. I hope they're worth it because the squeaking's irritating, isn't it?